What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Spooder Playtest Paranautical Activity. This patch is really close to being completely done. Just need a couple more playtesting sessions. In fact, if Green and Biznap and iDubbbz and all them do another video on it by like tomorrow, then their videos combined with me playtesting it now will probably be enough for me to know if this patch is ready. And I'm pretty confident that it is. Every bug that I know about has been fixed, and every horrible balance thing that I know about has been mended. So I have also added this last third of the 3 super weapons. I'm thinking about maybe adding one more, which would add like another day onto the development of the patch. But right now, like on my to-do list, this is all that I have. So this super weapon is the Tenchi Sword. It is the greatest melee weapon in the game. Just like objectively speaking, it has the longest range, it does the most damage, and other than the fact that it has limited ammo, there's really nothing that makes it inferior to the other ones. It even blocks incoming projectiles. Like, if you were to attack a projectile as it's coming towards you, it would straight up block it, which is fucking awesome. So I guess I'm just gonna, just play this patch and see how it goes. I really want to, like, there's a lot of items that I haven't actually gotten to use yet. I'm trying to think of them, I can't think of them off the top of my head. But I know there are a couple, like, there's 25 new items, and I definitely have not used 25 new items. I think I only got Rage, like, once. And, there's several other ones that I have not touched at all, so I definitely want to be hopefully looking out for those and maybe purchasing them even over other ones that might be better, just so I can, get some playtime with them, make sure that they're balanced well, make sure that they're fun to use and actually work properly. I've been having lots of trouble with the bloody doubloon, and actually, like, that trouble has spilled over into the scissors, which is, like, a really old item that should not be giving me any trouble at all, but like, they both kind of modify prices in different ways, which kind of makes them have some weird interactions, but I think that's all working correctly. The beard actually works interestingly with Tenchi's katana. It'll straight up double the melee damage. It's like it does more damage by making you, or when you're closer to things, the beard will cause you to do more damage as opposed to being farther away. And I just set it up so it just straight up doubles the damage of Tenchi's katana, which is really powerful, because it already does insane damage. You guys will see when we get to the boss, you'll see how much ridiculous damage this does. Like, it'll one-shot, I think, every regular enemy in the game. I know it one-shots Gileads, I believe. Let's try that out. Yep. It's one-shots Gileads, so this thing is not to be trifled with. Just gonna kill these things. It is pretty late. I feel bad that I keep recording these playtesting sessions when I'm, like, really tired or out of it, but yeah, I think it's, like, 2 or 3 a.m. right now. I need a video for tomorrow that isn't Outlast, because I have like 6 Outlast videos recorded, and I don't want to just do like a week and a half of Outlast videos. So I was like, I might as well just continue playtesting Paranautical Activity. I have to do that either way. Might as well record it is my usual motto for this thing. So let's do some damage to this guy. So that was what I think we had full charge. That was 5 hits. Took down this mini boss with 300 health, which is, that's plenty of damage, and that's without even getting the beard. The beard would thoroughly boost our current damage output with that thing. I'm still not 100% sure on the Tenchi Katana balance levels. I'm a little bit, kind of wishy-washy about some of the things. It's hard to say because, like, it does way more damage than all the other super weapons, but it puts you at much more risk. Like you saw, even me fighting that little mini-boss, it's basically the easiest mini-boss in the game, I did manage to take some damage. And as you can see there, down in the map screen in the bottom middle, you can see that I have this little gray box in front of me. And that is an ammo pickup being shown on the map. I just picked it up and it vanished. But now ammo, power-ups, and health can all be seen on the map. And the reason it's only power-ups and health that are, or not power-ups and health, but health and ammo that are shown on the map, as opposed to like all like the coins and everything, is that I'm only showing things on the map that you cannot pick up, or that you can have the ability to not be able to pick up. Like, coins and hearts and armor and stuff like that. Like, you can always pick up armor. You're never gonna not be able to pick it up. But sometimes you'll have full health, so like I show the health things on the map. That way, when you have full health, if you eventually get down to not full health, you'll be able to look at your map and see that. Power-ups, obviously, if you have a power-up, you can't pick that up. And super weapon ammo, if that's already fully charged, you can be in a situation where you have to leave some behind. So basically, if the game occasionally forces you to leave something behind, then we have that shown on the map, so that in the future you can go back and grab some of that. I think I'm gonna attack this guy with my super weapon. It's a bit risky. Let's see if we can grab these spiders real quick. Man, I'm pretty low on health, but I really just want to get this fight done. There we go. Use a little bit of ammo there. I might have to make this thing cost more. Like, I was jumping back and forth between 10 and 5 ammo per slice. And I had it at 8, and then I thought that was a little bit expensive, because I want you to be able to use this a lot. Like, I want it to be kind of like, Not so much like the blowfish gun where you only want to use it in kind of emergency situations, but also not like the laser where you just kind of want to use it whenever you feel like it. I want it to be somewhere in between there where, you know, occasionally an enemy's giving you some shit, you just be like, motherfucker, you're dead. And I do want the fact that it can block projectiles to be a viable strategy. Because, you know, if you swipe a projectile that's coming towards you, you can just totally stop it. And actually, you know, if you have like 20 projectiles flying towards you, it'll also work for like, you know, all of them. So long as you time it right. So I want that to be a viable strategy. You know, you get yourself in a corner with a bunch of homing shots flying towards your face, you have nowhere to go, just fucking cut them in half. But it's not going to be a thing that you're going to want to do if it costs you like 10 ammo to do it. You might just want to take the hit on the chin. We got a assault power-up, which is really, really good news. I've never used that with the grenade launcher. That's going to be ridiculous. Fucking double fire rate with the grenade launcher. And most people, I don't think everybody has noticed it, but the assault is double damage and fire rate. You know, you can't really tell you're doing double damage because the fire rate's so ridiculous. A lot of people are just like, alright, it's probably just double fire rate. But it is, in fact, double damage and fire rate. Which is really, really ridiculous, but really, really fun. And I'm a big fan of it. But I'm going to try not to waste it too early on here. I might use it on that mini-boss I just saw over in the distance. But hopefully save it for the boss, because if the boss is Dobby has a lot of health. He can be a bit annoying to take down in these early game floors when you don't have many upgrades. But hopefully we'll be able to get something interesting from this mini-boss. That'll assist us in taking down, well, maybe not even Dobby. I'm assuming it's going to be Dobby. It's probably not going to be Dobby. Well, it could be. You know, you never know. I'm kind of, yeah, if I had to choose, I'd probably go for Dobby as opposed to, oh, you know, we already fought Skullito, so it'd be Iris. So yeah, we definitely want to fight Iris, because we want to get double jump, which would potentially stack into infinite jump if we got the angel wings. I was thinking that we just fought Iris and Eri for some reason. But yeah, definitely want to be fighting Iris and Eri. Pretty much the best early game boss to be fighting. Not only because they drop an awesome item, but they drop tons and tons of loot, so that money is just really, really worth your while. And then we got the boss, so I think I'm going to save my super weapon, not my super weapon, my power-up. Super weapon ammo, probably save that as well, just in case this boss gives us some trouble. Russell, he's not the easiest mini-boss, but he's definitely not going to give me too much trouble. He's not quite fast enough to give us any serious issues in that department. And, you know, just in general, I don't find him a particularly difficult boss. In fact, wow, what is he doing? As soon as I'm, like, shit-talking his difficulties, like, leaving in the air. But yeah, like, back in the day when we only had 6 mini-bosses to our 7 floors, Russell was in the game twice, because I just love this guy. I just love how he looks. He's just such a fucking cool-looking guy. Look at that. His creepy-ass animations with his upside-down-ass face. It's the coolest thing, man. I'm a big fan. Alright, so let's fucking cut this guy, that last little bit of health. Oh, the bloody doubloon! This is really, really good, because I really like this item, and also really want to playtest it a lot. So yeah, let's fucking bomb the shit out of these guys. Which is gonna do lots and lots and lots of damage. Did we leave behind the beard on the first floor? I feel like we did. Which, you know, I'm not really complaining about it. You know, the beard would not be the greatest thing in the world for us right now, but I kind of wish that I had thought to get it. Maybe we couldn't afford it. I don't know. I can't quite remember what was going on at that point in the game. If you look down in the bottom right, you will see that we do now, in fact, have a timer for our power-ups. I think 4 out of the, believe, 6 power-ups are time-based. And the other 2 just refill your stats. Like the full health pill and the full super weapon ammo power up. So you know, the ones that are not, or the ones that are time based, had this little timer on them, which I think is really useful. It not only helped like know how much time you have, but kind of helped to figure out what some of the power ups do, because a lot of people are confused as to what the fuck these power ups even do. And also, by the way, I was talking about all that loot, all that fucking loot. Yeah, a lot of people are confused as to what the power ups do, so I figured adding that timer will allow people to have like you know, a certainty as to whether or not their power-up is activated, which will help in investigating what the fuck these things are doing. So let's use our katana. Wait, did I have a power-up? I just pushed the power-up button by accident. I don't think I had a power-up. I just used my assault, right? Yeah. So let's use our katana against the katana enemies. Of course, the Tenchi katana from the Tenchi enemies. HJ Tenchi. Fucking hell, man. Really struggling to speak right now. But yeah, HJ Tenchi, these are a reference to him, the great streamer and awesome dude. He's been a big supporter of Paranautical Activity. He's bought lots and lots of copies of Paranautical Activity. I forgot how many, but, you know, it's in the hundreds of dollars, I believe, the number of copies that he's purchased. And we've been, like, he buys them to give them away on his stream. We've been, like, just walked up to him and been like, well, not walked up to him, but, like, approached him and been like, man, we'll just give you copies of Paranautical Activity. It's totally cool. And he's just like, nah, man, I'm not about that life. And so he just fucking keeps buying our game. I think we did eventually convince him to allow us to just give him some Steam codes or something eventually, but that was after he'd bought, like, dozens of copies. He's a real cool guy, and I couldn't resist having him in our stream or in our game. We stream with him a lot, we hang out with him a lot, and he's a really cool guy. Big fan of him, and I just realized in the mini-map you can see all of the ridiculous amounts of loot we have right now. I just noticed we have 2 power-ups on the map. which may be something we want to investigate. We got the laser rifle, which actually I realized that the super weapons did not show up in the shops because I forgot to put them in there, and everyone was asking, like, can you buy super weapons? The answer is yes, even if you don't spawn with one. Totally an option to purchase one in the shop. I think we're going to go for Angel Wings, that way we can get the infinite jump. It's a bit of a health investment, but we have more than enough health. In fact, we might as well... no, that's 8 health, we cannot afford that. Unless we get a... No, we can't get a power-up or a health up from the mini-boss. We already fought the mini-boss. So what is this? I can tell it's a power-up in here, but I can't see what it is. It's like below the map. I really need to expand the collision geometry on those things, or maybe add some physics to them so that they don't fall through the map like that. We got a Hot Feet, which is another thing that I fixed in this version of the build. Hot Feet was overwritten by the slow-mo, which explains why we kept getting slow-mo, and I never got Hot Feet. So that's fixed. And the Hot Feet power-up will just make us completely invincible to lava for, I believe, 30 seconds. It's useful in very specific circumstances, as I'm sure you can imagine. You know, obviously useful when you're in a lava room, especially if you're in a lava room that is kind of being overwhelming. So, you know, if we're gonna not get any power-ups in the near future, maybe we'll save this long enough to have it become useful. I don't think we can get... Oh, fuck. Are we gonna try and out-melee this guy? Is that gonna be a thing that happens? I think so. We're gonna wait for him to do a non-melee attack, and then I'm gonna try to cut him off. Alright, there we go. I wanted to do the chainsaw attack. That's what I'm gonna wait for. That's gonna be my opportunity. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do contact damage when he's doing his chainsaw attack. I could be wrong. It's been months and months since I've written his AI. So I definitely could be wrong about that. He really should be doing his chainsaw attack. Eventually. Come on, there he is. Oh, come on. Fucking die. We're just gonna fucking damage him. There we go. That was close, but we made it work. I really like Tenchi's Katana. It allows you to do ridiculous things like that. So let's continue fighting this floor. We're definitely going to be looking for the mini-boss and the shop. It's going to be something that we're going to be very into. So we got some axes, which are, I think, last patch, not like last full patch, like 1.6, I believe it was, added axes earlier into the game, which, you know, pretty cool. I enjoyed the axes. They're not like big damage dealers. They don't make the game particularly more mechanically interesting, but they look cool, and they definitely force you to take a little bit more care in how you're running around. And as I'm talking about being careful running around, I allow a monster to shoot a barrel next to me and do some stupid damage. But I think we're going to survive, and let's just move on with our lives. I think we might want to Tenchi Sword this Tenchi. Yep, took some damage there, but I think it was definitely worth it. Tenchi Sword is just an all-out fun weapon to use. I actually, I made it do a bunch of, or spawn a bunch of blood particles. Like, in relationship to the amount of damage it does, it spawns more blood particles than anything else in the game. Which gives it that little extra bit of meaty feel to it, because you get like a shower of blood in your face when you're attacking things. Let's see if I can see if that actually worked. I haven't actually tested the blood particles, so I don't know if they will correctly spawn. Yes, oh, since we one-shot everything, we can't really tell because it just kind of blends in with their like blood everywhere thing. Which is kind of a bummer. I guess we'll have to wait until we find a boss to actually test that out. Totally like escaped my mind the fact that they one-shot pretty much everything in the game. Have we fought the mini-boss yet? We have not. Taken lots of stupid damage, but I'm not particularly concerned about it. Alright, so we're gonna fucking take this guy down. Yeah, you can see lots and lots of blood particles coming out of that guy. More than you would expect given the amount of damage. Actually, you're doing lots of damage. You know, most things spawn, I think, between like 2 and 3 blood particles, and this spawns between like 4 and 8 or something ridiculous like that. So plenty and plenty of blood. Kill these dudes and hope for a new and or awesome item. I'll take either one. Both would be great. Is that Iron Heart? That is Sea Legs. It's going down. Fucking hell, man. Alright, activate our power up here and we'll just... Wait, why are we taking damage in the lava? I'm gonna have to fix that. Fucking the power up doesn't work. I wonder why that is. I could have sworn I playtested that. Oh well. Guess I'd have to remember to fix that. A power-up that completely doesn't work. Kind of interesting that the it was just like not in the game too. It's the one power-up that I forgot to actually put into the rotation, and also the one that doesn't actually work. Interesting how these things turn out. So let's see. Tenchi's katana is going to be real useful for us with all this movement speed. And I think, do we have double jump? Yeah, we bought the double jump. Wait, we have infinite jump. Oh my gosh, the fucking movement. It's ridiculous. Just fly around and katana these motherfuckers. We're gonna have to be careful not to waste too much ammo though, because hitting them is going to be a bit of a challenge at this pace. And let's just fucking get this guy. Alright, what do we have here? We have Bucket of Tar. Actually, kind of into that. Oh, we don't have any fucking health, though. Alright, let's look on the ground. We have no health on the ground. Alright, our beautiful run could be over before it even started. If we're not careful here, let's use our grenade launcher here. Let's not do any bullshit. And just try and take out all these monsters, and hope that they drop us plenty of hearts. We have Bloody Doubloon, which increases our heart rates by, or our heart drops by 200%, so we should not have a problem getting any hearts. So long as we can not take too much damage in here. It's fucking Tenchi, man. He's gonna be our doom. I don't see any hearts on the ground either. Did we get any hearts? We got 1 armor, which is gonna make us a little more survivable. That's the last room on the floor. And no hearts, man. Falling into that lava really, really did it for us. So unfortunately, we're going to have to pass up all of this delicious stuff. Bucket of Tar wouldn't have been the most useful thing in the world. It would just refill our super weapon ammo. But I would have been very down to pick that up if we had the extra hearts. And or just get the other thing, the magnet. That would have been real nice. A nice little luxury item, but it's not going to be an option for us, unfortunately. Just move. Oh, we're so lucky we grabbed that armor earlier. We would have been so dead. That would have been the most ridiculous thing. Alright, let's move on with our lives. Oh, I thought I saw a boss room right there, but apparently not. Let's see, do we want to go for the shop? No, we can't buy anything that'll help us because we have no health. So we don't want to risk going through a lava room to get to that shop. I think, oh fuck, I was going to say maybe go in here, but apparently it's definitely going here. We have no option in the matter. Let's try and get rid of these crates before they kill us. Oh my god. Alright, we have plenty of bombs. We can toss some of those out. Just be careful not to bomb yourself there, buddy. I think I see a power-up on the ground. Is it another fucking bloody foot? God. Oh! Fucking stuck under the stairs. Let's restart that. Hopefully this will be the run. I think I'm going to play this character again so I can continue to playtest this. Oh my god, I feel so slow without the sea legs. Oh god damn it, taking silly damage already. Alright, so let's just bomb these guys. So hopefully if I beat the game now, I'm looking over at my my time code over there trying to figure out how long we can go, and it seems like we've been going about 17 minutes, give or take. So hopefully if I beat the game now, the video will be substantially under an hour, maybe like 45 minutes if it's a quickish run. And if I die again, I'll probably just end it there. And probably continue to play off camera. Don't want this video to be too ridiculously long. Both because, you know, I can't make myself speak in a coherent fashion for too long, and also because just people don't want to sit here and watch me play my own game for 2.5 hours. I feel like that's something that very few people will be interested in. Then again, you know, people always say, like, be careful not to make your Let's Plays too long because, like, scare people off. But I figure, like, for a game like this, or, like, if I'm doing multiple runs in a video, like, people can just stop watching when they get bored of it. So, you know, people who do want 2 hours of content, if you make a 2-hour-long video, they'll just watch the whole thing. And then people who want to watch, like, half of it can just stop it halfway through. You know, with a game like Outlast or something, then, you know, you want to be making your videos, like, appropriately length so that people have enough time in their day to stay up to date, because, you know, if they miss an episode, then they're missing part of the story and everything. With a game like this, like, you can just have, you know, infinitely long videos and people just watch whatever they want to watch, or however much they want to be watching. I never really thought about that until just now. It's a really interesting way to look at it, and that's why, like, people always used to give Michael L. Fox crap about doing, like, 2.5-hour-long Spelunky videos. But, like, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not like anybody who, like, skips half of it is going to miss out on anything, other than, you know, the pro-level gameplay and hilarious commentary. So this guy's going to go down soon. Let's just Tenchi him to death real quick here, because I'm getting dangerously low on health. Can't afford to be bullshitting around too much. I don't think we're going to go for Blubber. It's probably not going to be the best thing for this character. Can we fucking get this guy? There we go. That wasn't too bad. And onto the mini-boss room / shop would be a nice place to go right now. I'm trying to think. Probably not going to have enough money for anything, but we should check the shop anyway. You never know, might find something nice and cheap. There are some really good cheap items in this build. And hopefully let's just not die right away here. That'd be pretty bad. I've been playing really badly at Paranautical Activity lately, like really astonishingly badly, given the fact that it's my game, and I used to be really, really good at it, but you know, since like this hiatus we've been kind of taking, since we got on Steam and just trying to do all the paperwork, I thought I was going to die there from bombas. Yeah, I haven't been playing the game as much, which means that I've been like, my skill has been like atrophying. I think atrophying is a word. I think atrophy is being used correctly in that sentence. I'm not entirely sure, though. I very well may be misusing that delicious, delicious word. Regardless, though, I've been getting shittier at my own game at a rapid pace. So hopefully this playtesting will, you know, get me a little bit back in shape, because once we put in co-op, I do want to start a series where I play co-op with like a rotating host. I think I mentioned this last video. Might as well mention it again. I want to do a series where like I have a rotating host, like all my friends and YouTubers and stuff. Like come on and play around a Paranautical Activity. Like do an episode with like Green, do an episode with Doxy, maybe get Alpaca Patrol, maybe even Northern Lion if he's down. iDubbbz for sure, Shy Guy and all them. You know, have a rotating cast of my amigos. And maybe even like bring on several people at once. That'd be kind of fun. Like stress test the game, see if we can get like everybody that I know into one game of Paranautical Activity. I think that'd be more of a test of our commentary than a test of the game, though. Oh god, no, please! I still only have 1 health, god damn it, this is the worst boss to be fighting, because it's basically completely RNG whether or not you take damage, because he's usually faster than you, and he's definitely faster than me at the moment, so if he just decides to walk towards me, it's GG. Recognizing broken mechanics in my own game, it's not the best way to sell it. Speaking of selling it, fucking Paranautical Activity, buy now, steam.com/paranautical. Pretty sure that's not an actual link. I wonder what that would, that'd probably just direct you to a 404 or something. Really wish that you could have like simple URLs like that for Steam. Like I'm sure, like YouTube does it, and YouTube has way more users than Steam has customers or developers. So you'd think it'd be possible. Oop, I see a power up. I'm not sure what room it's in though. Is it in this room? Or I can't tell. It's like between the 2 rooms. Oh, there it is. Oh, we fucking can't jump high enough to get to it. It's a slow-mo. If only we could rocket jump or something. I'm pretty sure you can kind of rocket jump. You can if you shoot a bomb below you and you jump just at the right time. I think you can actually jump off of the bomb. Like, you can, like, stand on the bomb for a second and then jump off of it. But that is an extremely difficult maneuver to pull off, and I don't think I'd be able to manage it with only 3 health to attempt it with. And I'm not even 100% sure it's possible. I changed the physics a little while ago, and I think that I had this glitch occur before that. Maybe it was after it, I don't know. But, physics changing, limited health, it's not the kind of risk I want to be taking at the moment. Maybe we'll get really lucky and find a double jump in the shop. I don't think we'll be able to afford it, though. I think it's $325 for the Angel Wings, so probably not going to be an option for us regardless. Let's just murder this guy. Let's murder his friend. So maybe future things in Paranautical Activity, we're thinking about adding sound effects, like doing a whole patch that just adds a ton of sound effects, like give Gilead the sound effect for like taking damage and stuff, and add tons of awesome sounds to give the game a lot more feedback in that neighborhood, and that aspect of it. I definitely think the audio in Paranautical Activity is certainly lacking at the moment. Not so much the music. The music's awesome, but definitely like in general, like sound effects and stuff could definitely be an area that could be expounded. Yeah, it's a word. And/or improved upon. So that's the thing that Travis and I have been talking about for a while. I think Travis already has a sound effect for Banshee's scream, like the attack where she shoots out the homing missiles out of her mouth. I'm pretty sure he already made a sound effect for that. I think he like combined a bear roaring and an eagle or something crazy like that. It's the creepiest sounding thing. So I think my experience making sound effects and Travis's experience actually working with professional audio equipment and stuff will combine into something amazing if we ever try and make some more serious sound effects for Paranautical Activity outside of just the weapon sound effects and such. We got some Tenchis here. We do still have Tenchi's sword. I don't think we're going to be wanting to go in there and use it. We've been having a really tough time with health this run. We would have been in such a good position last run if I hadn't squandered it with the broken power-up. But, what are you going to do? This is why we playtest. It's just an ammo. I just noticed it on the map, and I was wondering what it was. Can't even recognize my own map symbols. They're not the best. Travis wasn't around this evening, so I couldn't ask him to make them. So I had to do them myself, so I just grabbed a clip art off of Google image search. So, the heart's a heart, power-up's a shitty little star, and the ammo is like a gray shotgun shell. It's actually a gray shotgun shell in the game. So I figured, make it look like how it actually looks. But it just kind of looks like a gray blob, which is kind of hard to differentiate between the that and like the gray undiscovered rooms and shit. It was like originally like a red and gold shotgun shell. Well, it came black and white, and I colored it to be red and gold because that's like the traditional shotgun shell color. But then I remembered that was not how it looked in the game, and also it looked too similar to the health. It was the same color, and I wanted to be really apparent, like at a glance, what you have there. So I had to change that color, and I decided for how it looks in the game. Like if you look at that and you look at the mini map, you'll see that there's definitely a similarity there. We still have an enemy in here that could cause us some problems. Oh yeah, you see this got the little gray thing. Look on the map, you have a little gray thing, or a gray and black. And so, I was trying to go for that. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about how it came out. It looks alright, I guess. I've got Power of the Gods, which I did nerf the price of. And I think I might actually go for that. No way I'm going to be able to afford sea legs. And we got the shoe, and I think we're actually going to go for this. No, let's not buy the armor box. Yeah, we have exactly 150 gold, though. Which is interesting. It's time to go for the armor box. I think if we get down to 1 health, I might go for it. But I'd definitely rather buy a permanent upgrade as opposed to the consumable health there. Definitely be a more prudent use of our resources if you ask me. And let's Tenchi Sword some motherfuckers. We might take some damage doing it, but we have not been using our super weapon to its maximum capacity. That is for sure. Oh, that was really close. So you wouldn't be able to do that with the Sickle or the Trident because they don't have range for it. I would have totally whiffed that shot. But since I have that extra range thanks to Tenchi's sword, that's fucking completely possible. Die. Really, really fun weapon to use. I'm a big fan of it. We're down to 1 health. I did say... Wait, why are we down to 1 health? I didn't notice I was taking damage. Does the Tenchi sword do damage to us? Alright, let's try this. I know it doesn't. There's a little checkbox that I have to check on these things to make sure they don't damage the player, and I thought maybe I'd missed that. Oh no! It's fucking homing shots. Alright, let's toss in all of our bombs. We've got 30 bombs. Let's make them count. I'm tempted to use my power-up, but I don't think speed is exactly what we need right now. We need carefulness. Let's toss in a bunch more bombs. Blow the fuck out of this guy. Not like that, you creeps. And we got Naval Training. That's really, really good. Damage and fire rate up. This is the one of the best offensive items in the game. And we got we got a full health pill, which we're definitely going to take. I know I call them full health pills. I'm kind of blaspheming my own game here by using Isaac terminology. But I use it both to kind of like help to explain what the power-ups and super weapons do. Because I think that, you know, a lot of people are kind of confused as to exactly what they do and what I'm talking about when I'm talking about them. So using a familiar terminology, I think, would help that. Because, you know, they're basically like pills from Isaac, except kind of like dialed up to the extreme a bit. So, you know, I think using that kind of analogy definitely makes sense. And also, you know, I'm kind of used to talking like that. I usually, you know, kind of just like accidentally say full health pill when I'm talking about the full health power-up, because there is like a full health pill in Isaac. Like every other power-up is similar, like in concept to Isaac, but like they're actually different. Like, you know, power-ups as a system is similar to the pills in Isaac, but like there's no double speed pill in Isaac and all that. Most of them like increase your stats permanently. I don't think any of them are time-based. I think there's a tarot card that is room-based. I think there's one that gives you like an extra heart and a little more damage, but just for like 1 room. So it's like sort of similar to the timed power-ups, but still slightly different. So let's see, we're probably going to be able to get some good shots off with Tenchi's Katana here. I did just whistle with my teeth a second ago on accident, and I wonder how much that's going to come through. That's kind of a silly thing to be doing or have happened. It's not really something that I actively tried to do, but it's too late now. It was really loud, like in my headphones, and I hope it was just my headphones like making it seem louder than it was, because if it was actually that loud, that was a fucking loud-ass mouth whistle. And I'm definitely not proud of it, but it happened. It's too late to take it back now. Can't suck the whistle back through. That is not how whistles work. Actually don't know if I want Skullito's soul. I don't actually think I want to farm this level anymore, though. So I think we're going to move on with our lives. And not take... I don't know. Because, you know, the thing is, like, it's really, really good if we can get gum. But if we can't get gum, then I think it's almost a downgrade. So I think we're not going to bank on getting gum, even though, like, if we see gum, we're almost definitely going to be able to afford it. It's just a question of if we'll see. You know, the more items we add, the less likely that's going to become. And now with 64 potential things that could spawn in the shop, counting all the weapons and super weapons, it's just not likely going to happen. Rum, I would be all over that. That combined with naval training, we'd be in a really, really good stat position. Angel Wings also would be all over that. We did not fight Iris or Ares, so getting that double jump would be good. I did just have to try and double jump to see if we actually fought those guys. I get fucking Spelunky Amnesia, man. Once I play a couple runs, everything just melds together. I call it Spelunky Amnesia because it first started happening to me with Spelunky, and I wouldn't be able to tell if I just like restarted a run or if I just like you know, gone to the next level. Because I just play Spelunky and I spend pretty much all my time in the mines because I'm like shit at the game, so I would never know what level I was on. I'd be like, I could be on the last level of the mines or the first level of the mines. Don't fucking know. I have no idea what items I have. Just have no idea what's going on. Speaking of knowing what items you have, we've been meaning to add a thingy on the screen to show you, like a show like below, like where we have the level 3 bilge thing. Like replace that with a thing that shows your items and then like show you what level you're on when you're in the elevator. Because that's like knowing what level you're on. You only really need to know that like between levels. Like if you like get a little heads up saying, all right, you're on level 4 now. You can kind of like you know, store that information. You don't need to see that on your HUD all the time, but like knowing what items you have is definitely pertinent information. So I think we're going to try and have that show down there, so you can get kind of like an idea of where you're at with things. So we're going to kill this Tenchi, and then we're definitely going to fight this mini-boss. Oh, he's still alive. Just cut him up. And I think we're actually going to... Let's try... Alright, let's just fucking... Yeah, this is the best mini-boss to be fighting with Tenchi's Katana. And, you know, I go back and forth between thinking that Tenchi's Katana is overpowered and underpowered. Oh, man, now we really want Angel Wings. This is going to increase our mid-air speed. It's like a walk around regular speed, but if we jump, we'll be moving substantially faster. And if you can get like flight or any sort of item that increases your ability to stay in the air, that really assists that item in being extremely powerful and useful. We're going to not go to that lava room because I believe we have a non-lava room over here. And yeah, we don't have to go to that lava room at all. The mini-boss is right here, or the boss, rather, is right here. And we're going to, you know, completely negate the ability, or the necessity, rather, to risk our lives in the lava last time. That's pretty much what killed us. So let's just katana this guy. I think we can do that without taking damage. Oh, I just completely missed so many times. That was the worst. That was really bad. Alright, so I guess we're just going to grenade launcher this guy, toss in some bombs. And this guy's going to die relatively easily. Assume we're going to have to stay in the corner. A lot of people make the mistake of when he gets really big, they keep trying to circle strafe him. But he will get large enough to be able to hit you if you're not in a corner. And you can still dodge his shots by kind of like hopping back and forth. So yeah, if you get in a fight with this guy and you don't have the DPS to make him die before he gets really big, continuing to circle straight, like you're standing here, he's going to hit you. You want to be in one of those corners. If you have double jump, or spring or anything, you want to get on top of one of these things. In fact, if you have like Genghis' Soul, hop on the ceiling and then fucking party time. So we did get the speed upgrade from this, which is really good. There was some stuff in the shop that we wanted. I know there was rum and I think the wings, right? Which is, it puts us in an interesting spot. Like, you know, rum is the fun way to go. You know, it lowers our health, which is exciting, and it gives us a bunch of stat upgrades, which is also really fun. But Angel Wings might be the more prudent decision here. It's definitely going to increase our survivability. And it is going to be likely the last time we're going to get an opportunity for a really good kind of like jumping upgrade. You know, we might get Spring later, we might see Angel Wings again, but we can't guarantee that kind of thing. But like, I'm saying all these things, and I still, like, I knew before I entered the room I was going to buy rum and risk my life. You know, lots of the bosses that we could get on the next floor, actually only one of the bosses that we could get on the next floor. Actually, coming to think of it, while I'm speaking of bosses we can get on the next floor, we could get Hans, which would give us the health upgrade, which is where I was going with that sentence. I was going to say we're probably going to get health upgrade from our boss anyway. But we could also get Poseidon, which now only has a 20% chance to drop the trident. So he will drop a completely random item. So he'll basically drop a mini-boss drop. Like he'll drop like any item from the item pool at all, 80% of the time. And then 20% of the time we get the trident, because the trident is really overpowered. I think it's universally accepted now that the trident is basically the most powerful thing in the game. So now you're not going to see it very often. Like, you don't even fight Poseidon every time. You only fight him 2/3 of the time. So combine that with the fact that you only get the trident 20% of the time you fight Poseidon, and it's going to be a more rare thing. It's going to be a rare treat to get a trident run, as opposed to, like, most of the time you beat the game, it's going to be a trident run kind of deal. So we got lead here. I would definitely be down for that stat upgrade. I believe that is speed down and damage up, which I would definitely be down to grab that. You know, continue our ridiculous damage. I really want to get something other than the grenade launcher, because the grenade launcher doesn't really benefit that much from damage upgrades. Like, you can get crazy damage with the grenade launcher, especially, you know, couple all this stuff with powder keg, and you can be in a really good situation damage-wise, but, you know, it's just less fun to do the damage with the grenade launcher. I think this is one of the few weapons that you can still consistently get to one-shotting enemies consistently with. But, you know, there's just something about having a really high damage machine gun or something like that that just feels so much better. Or even the crossbow is lots of fun to have a lot of damage with, just one-shotting stuff. That's another thing that you can one-shot things with, I believe. I'm not actually 100% sure on that. But I'm pretty sure you can one-shot stuff with the crossbow if you get enough damage ups. And that's really fun, just walking around fucking taking it to them. Alright, so we did get another speed up in there, and I think we're actually going to pop our speed up right here. We could definitely get into an unfortunate situation with all these scorches, and then we're going to go and grab this other one. Actually, we might have screwed ourselves. I don't think we can jump high enough to get to this. Actually, let's use this as a ramp. Alright, that's not how that shit went down. I think we can just barely get close enough. If we can just do this. Is this really... I was going to say why we're so fast. I forgot we had the speed upgrade. I thought we got like sea legs or something, and I forgot about it. Let's just grab this. Yeah, I saw it glimmer there for a second. So once its speed up goes away, we should be able to grab this without much trouble. There we go. And I'm sure people are going to complain about the fact that you can have power-ups easily get to places that you can't get to. But fucking okay. It's like I deliberately designed that into the game because power-ups are really strong. And if you don't take, like, I literally, if I had not been able to get that power-up, it would have been because I didn't take the double jump. And I, like, took that risk. Like, people a lot of times think that, like, if you get yourself into a situation where, like, bad things happen because of you don't have X, Y, or Z item, then you should, like, spawn with X, Y, or Z item, or the game should be changed. Like, the whole point of roguelikes like this is that sometimes you're gonna have certain items that are gonna help you, and sometimes you're gonna have different items that are gonna help you in different ways. And so, like, having power-ups potentially out of reach if you don't have jump upgrades is totally a viable design decision in my book. Like, you know, fucking in Isaac, if you don't have the ladder, you can't get to certain, you know, power-ups and stuff, and the levels are designed to force you to buy the ladder or some sort of flying upgrade to be able to get to those things. Oh, we're gonna have to fight this room. Fuck. So I definitely, it's like totally, oh fuck. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. We're gonna die in here. We're gonna die because I'm stupid. Yeah. But yeah, like back when we didn't have the magnet as a default, people were complaining about like getting shit stuck under like floors or like under fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Under like platforms and stuff, and they couldn't get certain stuff. And they were complaining about it, like, oh, this game is so broken. It's like, if you don't have the magnet, then like that's the thing that happens. Like you can sometimes not have the magnet. Let's play as a different character. Actually, it's been going for 36 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. I had some good playtesting there. I did find the bug, or a bug rather, with the fucking burning foot. So success, I guess. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.